and welcome in to be our guest. I just love this because you know I'm just a fanatic about the military. And so we have with us a retired Colonel Scott Rizer, and Scott is the VP of Military Affairs for our Montgomery Chamber of Commerce.
That's great.
And we have, I know you might have seen it in the paper, but there is a big deal for our region, Montgomery, our area, and the military, and an honor we have been given that just makes my heart pound. And we need to continue to do more of what it took to get this award. And Scott, I'm going to let you tell them what it is.
Okay, well the award was called the Great American Defense Community. But the best way to explain it is to understand the organization that bestowed it on us.
Absolutely.
And that's the Association of Defense Communities, or ADC. And they're really a wonderful organization. They advance all the issues that defense communities are interested in and help strengthen us so we can do a better job of supporting our
And
military.
what does ADC stand for?
Association of Defense Communities, and they have over 300 defense communities that are members from throughout the whole country.
So this is a big national organization.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
They serve best as I call them a connector. I think they self-identify as a connector. They bring together all the various defense communities, like the Montgomery
Right.
River region, but then they connect us with Congress, with the DoD, or in our case, the Air Force, with defense contractors and industry, you name it, with the states, and everybody can kind of pass the best practices and things that have worked for them in an effort to really ease when military families come to a new community, you want that to just be as welcoming and friction-free as possible. And so that's what we're working on.
That is what keeps a base secure. If you have your base and your community in line, in tune, working together with respect and appreciation, that's how you maintain that relationship that makes you valuable. And folks, we cannot do without Maxwell Gunter. That is the biggest economic impact in our entire area.
Yeah, it represents,
bigger than anything else. I think Baptist Health may be second, I'm not sure. Hyundai, but the military, $2.5 billion.
Yeah, 2.6, but what's a point billion between friends?
Economic impact. But the thing that I love, I think, the most is the quality, the character, the work ethic, the dedication to our country, and the number of people. We would love to have all of them retire right here. Every one of you I could get to just put down your roots here, because it raises the level of everything.
Yeah, well, you bring up a great point. It's something I try to remind people. Sometimes we'll refer to our military service families as that military community. But you know, there are some military folks that live on the base, but the majority, they're your neighbors.
Right.
Their kids go to your schools, They go to your church, their kids are on your kids' sports teams and all that. They're definitely a part of the community. I know my wife she's been a big volunteer in every community that we've lived in throughout our career. Yeah.
Well, you lift all boats, and we just love and appreciate you. And I'd like to ask you this, and there are only 5 communities that got this award, right?
Right, over 40
nationally.
competed. Right.
Okay. What was the criteria?
So the ADC, the Association of Defense Communities, they have 5 priorities that they try to get everybody kind of synchronized around, all the different defense communities. And as you can imagine, it's the typical ones you might think of if you're trying to be welcoming to the military. So it's just quality of life, and that can include a lot of things: affordable housing, just things to do in the local area. Education for military-connected children is a big one. Overcoming the obstacles that military spouses face when they want employment. That's a big one that we were pretty successful on at all levels, state, county, you name it.
So what did we do that was good, that gave us that credit?
Yeah, well, I think the 2 highlights that they were really focused on was education, and they realized there's still a lot of work to do on schools. But because we have organized in a unique way at multiple levels, with multiple counties cooperating and collaborating together, I think they were impressed by that, by the working groups and things that worked on that.
Well, and then we actually passed a tax.
Yes.
We actually, instead of just talk, we actually did the walk.
Yes, they did that. And while you're talking about legislation, Alabama was in the forefront of, in 2018, of addressing professional licensure
Yes.
issues. That's one of those problems it can be hard because it's such a patchwork of organizations out there that do the licensing. But we're trying to make it, well, here's an example. If you think of a military spouse, especially if it's a student family
Right,
at
right.
Air University, they're only here for 11 months.
Right.
And sometimes, depending on the bureaucracy they had to go to, it could take 6 of those months just to get your professional license transferred. And then it might take another month or 2 to find a new job. And by the time you've done that, you're already making your plans for the move to the next location. So the idea is we have passed legislation every year to try and make these obstacles go away, to make it as frictionless as possible.
As an example, let's say you're a nurse and you're a spouse, and homes are 2-family homes as far as the income, even military.
Sure.
And so you move here, your wife has got to have the ability to do the nursing. And
Right.
so we have passed laws that made those licenses reciprocal wherever you came from.
Yes.
So that's great. Well, what is all right, ADC? So we're one of the top 5.
Yes.
Okay, and we are going to we're going to have a team that comes through, right?
They will send a delegation here probably in July.
Okay.
And we're going to show off all the things that were in the package that we bragged about.
Okay.
The different organizations and teams and locations. And it'll all happen in one day. And then the end, it'll culminate with a ceremony, if you will, at home plate in Biscuit Stadium.
We will look forward to seeing you in July. We will look forward to seeing you at the Biscuits that night to celebrate our military community. And we'll be right back.